I'm finally done Station 8, which I knew going into it would be a big challenge because I wanted to make it big. I wanted to put a lot of women when Jesus speaks to the women of Jerusalem. To broaden it out, as you can see the sculpture, it kind of has the curve of the world represented. I have some great life-size figures, and then they get really, really small. The sculpture took me a lot of time, but because of that scale shift and because of the number of different figures in there, I was given the opportunity to put so many different expressions and so many different emotions in there. In the foreground, you can see young women, you can see some older women, and the grief, the sorrow, the crying being represented. So it's a great drama within that cluster of figures there in the foreground. And see at the bottom there, you have a woman that's reaching down, crouched down, and reaching to touch the hem of the garment of Christ. And this is really cool because it's a subtle allusion to one of the passages in Scripture. I also love the basic composition of it. Unlike the other Stations of the cross is actually right there, slashing right through the piece. And what it does is it brings that line and that attention from the face of Jesus to the women. And it's a really nice composition that almost brings a couple triangles to focus your attention to where you want to be focused. And another thing that I love about this piece, like all the other sculptures on this project so far, I'm pulling other scripture within it. This is amazing because right in the Gospels, right when he talks to the women, he brings up the idea that the mountains will and the hills will cover and fall on you. And so what I have here is that one scene of all the women being contrast with mountains and hills that are kind of encompassing them or almost like falling over top of them. So that is really cool because it's conforming to that scripture right there within the Bible where Jesus speaks to the women of Jerusalem. I've also added several other scriptural passages. What I love is that basically the next part of the text is, if this happens to the green tree, what will happen with the dry? Well, you can see right above the head of Jesus is that green tree, and the dry one is just over to the left there. And then, so it's great. I have a lot of drama. I have more scripture embedded within it that people will be able to discover. And at the top, I have the drama of the storm, the lightning, creating more intensity as the project develops. I'm very happy with this one, and it is visually unique to all the rest.